What's up, guys? Back with another video, and today I'm just going to be telling you guys my AP Top 25 college football rankings. I think these are one of the most accurate that I've done all season. I haven't showed in a top 25 of mine yet. This is going to be my first one, and I hope you guys think this is accurate. If you do, watch till the end, or you can just skip. See the number 1, number 2, 3, and all that, or whatever. I don't care. But if you guys think this is accurate, type 1. If you guys don't, type 2. If you guys think some of it's accurate, not all of it, type 3. Alright, let's get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so for number 1, I got the Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, hear me out on this. I know they haven't played anyone really outside of Oregon, and I wouldn't even count Penn State that much, but you know, record is everything this season, so got to go by record like the playoff committee does. But, yeah, Ohio State's at 1, and I do think Ohio State's actually pretty good. I can't lie. They should have beat Oregon, but, I don't think Ohio State's any better than they have been. I think other teams just, aren't as good as they used to be. I don't think there is anything like this season you could call, the best team. None of these rankings are true. One day, Army could probably go and beat Oregon. Bro, this season's just, a little complicated. It's, messed up. I don't know if it was fake news or not. I'll tell you it later. Hold on. I'll tell you it when I get to number 13. Alright, or number 12. My bad, guys. Alright, so for number 2, I got the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, Georgia's looked pretty good throughout both of these last 2 games. UMass should not have put up 21 points on them. That's about how many points a good SEC team could put up on them. I don't know what happened in that game, but they still won 59-21. Offense was clicking. I don't think Carson Beck threw a pick. I don't think so. But I didn't watch the game, but I don't think he threw a pick. I think he threw for 300 maybe. I'm not sure, guys. I didn't watch. I didn't look up stats or anything. But nobody was talking about a pick in the game. And then they beat them by 38 points, put up 60 on them. Offense clicked. Defense, 21 points to UMass doesn't look good. But, look at the Tennessee game. They dominated Tennessee. Tennessee played a good game, don't get me wrong, but they got beat by 14 still. And Georgia had ball, probably could have beat them by 21. But let's get to number 3. All right, so for number 3, I got the Tennessee Volunteers. Now, Tennessee has gotten bailed a few games. Got bailed against Florida. We already know that. Alabama, we're not even going to talk about how much they got bailed. They got bailed on at least 2 touchdowns. At least. I would pull up the clip of Jared McCoy holding Ryan Williams on a 41-yard touchdown. It would have been. But no, Jared McCoy wants to hold because it doesn't get called by biased refs that love Tennessee for some reason. Now I just hate Tennessee. I didn't really have a problem with them because we beat them every year, so it didn't really matter. But Tennessee, the trash talk was crazy after they just played a terrible game. Winning by 7 after getting 2 penalties, PI calls that would have been touchdowns, and should have lost by at least 7 or 14, something like that. That's pretty sad, bro. I hate Tennessee now. Alright, and for number 4, I got the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Okay, I know they lost to Northern Illinois, okay? Every team gets upsetted. How many times has Alabama been upset this year? By underdogs, huh? Wait, no. I think Tennessee was favored by 2.5 points, but underdogs. It's still not usual to be upsetted twice by 2 unranked underdogs like that. Oklahoma by 21. I saw his foot slightly go out of bounds, Ryan Williams. And then on the other one that they called back for because he was covered up or something. I don't know what he called that for. He called it 5 seconds after the play started, too. The refs just didn't want us having momentum. I think we still would have lost 24-10 or 24-17, something like that. I don't think we would have won. Still think it was over for us. Ryan Williams, even if he got that touchdown, we had field position at the 1-yard line. The 1. What are we supposed to do with that, bro? You think since we got a touchdown, we're still down 14, we get it at the 1, we go 99 yards down the field? No. All right, well, Notre Dame's at number 4. All right, so for number 5, I got the Texas Longhorns. Now, hear me out on this one. Do you really think Texas is worse than Oregon? Because I know Oregon's not in my top 5 yet. But do y'all really think Texas is worse than Oregon? Be honest. No. Texas is better than Oregon by at least 15. But, I think. I don't know. Texas hadn't played anybody outside of Georgia, lost by 15. Their best win is Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's a decent team this year and would give Oregon a run for their money. And Big Ten fans can't argue with that. So don't even try. Texas is number 5 easily. All right, now for number 6, I got the Oregon Ducks. They're number 1 in the playoffs and in the AP poll. I really don't know why. I think whoever the committee is clearly an Oregon fan. They had to get bailed against not a Power 5 school. They had to get bailed against Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Do you even know who Wisconsin is? Wisconsin sucks, bro. They lost to Alabama 42-10. 42-10. And Alabama's worse than Oregon. Yeah, okay. All right, SMU, I know their strength of schedule isn't very good. It's probably one of the lower ones, but their offense hasn't been stopped all year. All year, even Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's not, like, terrible. Who else? Louisville couldn't stop it. And you can't even say Miami cooked Louisville on offense because Miami's offense is great, but their defense sucks. Like, their defense is terrible. And then, Louisville only got held to 27, right, against SMU, and 45 against Miami. An unranked Louisville, bro. 27's not that bad because Louisville isn't that bad. But, Louisville's 7-4, right? Right? I think so. But, yeah, I think SMU's at number 6. I wasn't too sure to put them here. Tell me your guys' opinion because I really don't know if I should put them even in the top 10 or top 8 at least. But I don't know. You're going to have to help me out on this. All right, and for number 8, I got Penn State Nittany Lions. For some reason, the playoff committee has them at like 3 or 4, right? Why do they rank these trash teams so freaking high, bro? Penn State is barely a top 10 team. They might not even be. They haven't played anybody outside of Ohio State, and they got beat. They didn't score any points in the second half. Pretty sure they got beat 20-0 in the second half, right? Shutout in the second half. They were up 13-0 at one point. Penn State's not that good. I just got to put them here because I don't know their potential. All I've seen them go against is Ohio State. But I don't know. We'll see in the playoffs, I guess. All right, so Miami's at number 9. Barely top 10. Just barely. Miami's offense, don't get me wrong, it's very good. But their defense is on a whole nother level. Their defense is terrible. If I had to rank their defense inside of the top 25, it's probably at like 20th. Their defense is terrible. Like, watch Miami. Watch a game. Watch the Louisville game. 45 points to an unranked team. And it's not like Texas A&M and Auburn. They didn't go into overtime. Louisville just got 45 points on them with no overtime. They may have put up 52. But 45 for an unranked team just is ridiculous, bro. Let's move on to number 10. Hey, Indiana, they got a little exposed to Ohio State. I can't lie. Being beat by 23 can't feel good. But since Alabama lost to Oklahoma, does that mean they're trash? No. Nope. Alabama did lose to a worse team, but I think Oklahoma and Ohio State are equivalent. I'm doing this off of rankings. I can't put Florida at number 1 or some Big Ten fans will get mad or whatever. Why not undefeated 11-0 Oregon at number 1? Because Oregon hasn't played anybody except Ohio State. Won by a point, should have lost, but Will Howard sold the game. Y'all are some lucky freaking fans, bro. I don't know. But Oregon's played one team. Don't count Boise State. Boise State sucks. They beat Wyoming by 4. A 2-8 Wyoming by 4. That's crazy. But, let's move on to number 11. All right, so for number 11, I got the Clemson Tigers. I'm pretty sure they're ranked like 12 in real life, right? I have them one rank better because they are 9-2. They're a 2-loss team. All right, so for number 12, first team out is South Carolina Gamecocks. Okay, whatever. South Carolina is actually a good team. They're a 3-loss team somehow. Should have beat LSU. Should have beat Alabama. But they didn't. Ole Miss dominated them by 24. South Carolina is good, bro. Any team should be scared of South Carolina. If you say South Carolina is bad and Oregon or Ohio State would mollywop them, bro, I honestly feel bad for your mental health. Because something is wrong with you in the head to make you think that. Because South Carolina is a good team. Alright, and when you look at this, the same exact ranking as in real life. The AP and the CFB committee all have them, or CFP committee, my bad, not B, all have them at 13. I have them at 13. Alabama is second team out. Okay? South Carolina's first team out. Alabama's second team out for me. And literally college football in general. But, yeah, Alabama's still good. They're still the GOAT in everybody's eyes. Should be at least. Because Nick Saban, I don't know if it's fake news. This is what I was talking about earlier. On number 1, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. But, Alabama, I'm pretty sure Alabama, Nick Saban is coming back to Alabama next year. I don't know if it's fake news or not. But I'm pretty sure he is. So I'm ready for y'all. We should have beat Tennessee, got bailed against us. The only reason Vanderbilt beat us is because we couldn't stop them. We can't now that I've seen us play basically Vanderbilt all over again in Oklahoma. But if we didn't throw that first pick 6, we would have won by 2 points. Barely beat South Carolina. Probably should have lost that one. But yeah, 13. All right, for number 14, I got the Ole Miss Rebels. The Ole Miss Rebels could probably beat most top 10 teams. They would beat Miami. It's not an argument. Don't even argue with me on it. They would beat Oregon. Don't even argue with me on it. Maybe, actually. I don't know. Ole Miss probably has a 60-40% chance. So, 40% chance for Oregon, 60 for Ole Miss. Depends on their day. Give Ohio State a fight. A big fight. I don't know who would win that, though. They may beat Alabama. I really don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, I think Ole Miss is still at 14. They're 14 in real life, too, so. All right, and for number 15, I've got Arizona State. Arizona State's a good team. I'm not going to doubt it. Arizona State's not. Well, they're not a perfect team. They're not, like, elite, but they're not bad either. I think Arizona State could give a lot of teams a run for their money, including some SEC teams. Not many, but I think they give, ranked SEC teams, I think they give Mizzou, whatever you want to call them, Missouri, a run for their money. LSU, wait, no, they're not ranked anymore. Missouri, Texas A&M, that's really it. Yeah, Arizona State's not bad. They're decent, but they're not elite. All right, and for number 16, I got Texas A&M. For some reason, the playoff committee and the AP poll had them at 15 for 3 straight wins. I really don't know why, but they had them at 15 for 3 straight wins. 3. And I'm pretty sure they'd be the ranked team in those 3 straight wins. What am I talking about? But Texas A&M, I think they're good. They're probably better than Arizona State. I'm just doing this off of record. I'm doing this off of everything, off of losses. Again, Texas A&M, pretty sure they lost by 24 against South Carolina. Lost 43-41 to Auburn. And those are two unranked. Wait, no, South Carolina's ranked. But at the time, I think South Carolina wasn't ranked. I think. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Auburn is not ranked. They're having a terrible season again. And, or mid. And then, I don't know who else they lost to. I forgot, if I'm going to be honest. But Texas A&M is still good. Probably top 12, but I know there's going to be some haters in here talking about they have 3 losses, but, you know. All right, guys, so at number 17, I got Iowa State. Now, in real life, they're number 18, so I'm literally just ranking them one better because I think Iowa State is actually pretty good. Top 15, in my opinion, because Colorado only beat Baylor 38-31, while Iowa State beat Baylor 43-21. That's by 22. Colorado only won by a forced fumble, I'm pretty sure in overtime, by Travis Hunter. So I think Iowa State would kill Colorado, but we'll never know because college football this year is like the NFL. A 2-8 team can be a 10-1 team. So we'll see what happens later. Iowa State still has playoff hopes. Colorado still does too if they win the Big 12 championship. So let's get on to number 18. All right, I know some of you guys have your own opinion about Boise State, but everybody almost knows Boise State is not a playoff contender. The only reason they're in the playoffs is because they have to play pushover teams, and they lost to Oregon by 3. I get that they lost by 3, but you beat a 2-8 Wyoming by 4? That doesn't make sense. Nah. Boise State's not that good, if I'm being honest. Ashton Jeanty, he hasn't gone against any real defense. Be so for real. Oregon's defense isn't that good. Every good team they've gone against, they've given up more than 30. I mean, Boise State's just not that good. Anyone in their right mind would know that. But yeah, Boise State's at 18 is my rankings, my YouTube, so it really doesn't matter. All right, and for number 19, y'all were waiting for this. I already know it. I got the Colorado Buffaloes. Colorado, don't get me wrong, they're having a better season than usual. Colorado isn't used to being 9-3 like this. Especially since they were 4-8 last year, and the year before that, weren't they like 1-11? That's terrible, bro. But Colorado is at number 19 in my rankings. I don't think Colorado's the worst team ever, but I don't think they're the best team. I don't think they can beat a single SEC team. Maybe Kentucky. Maybe, just maybe. If Kentucky plays like they did against Georgia, nope. They're beating Colorado by 10. Mississippi State, I really don't know. Mississippi State puts up 30 points on everybody, and that's a lot of points. I think Mississippi State's defense is just terrible. I think Colorado would kill Mississippi. I think the final score versus Mississippi State for Colorado would be 56-31. That's my final score. But you guys tell me your prediction, or 56-38 at least. But you tell me your prediction. Let's get on to number 20. All right, so for number 20, I got the Missouri Tigers. The Missouri Tigers are not a bad team. Only reason they were shut out against Alabama is because they had everybody hurt. Their quarterback, their running back, their receiver. I think it would have been closer, but not that close. Maybe 34-15, something like that. 34-21. I think Alabama still would have won by at least 2 touchdowns. But you guys tell me what you think in the comments. Number 20 is my opinion. Number 20 is Missouri Tigers. Missouri, they're not that bad. They beat Auburn. Auburn's not bad. I think Auburn just chokes in the fourth quarter. They're always up 21-0. They were up 17-0 against Missouri, choked in the fourth quarter, lost 21-17. So Missouri is still ranked, in my opinion, just not that high of a rank. And for number 21, I got the BYU Cougars. BYU, I thought of ranking them one ahead of Missouri, and then I thought harder. BYU hasn't had people being hurt all season, losing. And I think Missouri is a strong SEC team. And BYU is a Big 12 team. And they still have, 3 losses? I don't know, bro. Big 12, 3 losses, just like Colorado. Some people will rank Colorado in their top 15, top 12. But, Big 12 losses aren't good. And Colorado had an ugly loss to Nebraska, 28-10. That's by 18. Nebraska got beat 56-7 by Indiana. I just don't know. I don't know anymore. BYU, I think BYU is not even close to top 15. But, you guys tell me what you think. 21 is BYU. Alright, so for number 22, I got Illinois. There's really nothing to say about that. This is probably the most accurate ranking for Illinois. I don't know what they're ranked in real life. I forgot. I had it, and then I forgot. So, I'm just not going to say it, but 22 in my opinion, and a lot of others, they're in the top 25, just not in the top 20. They're at number 22. So, let's get on to number 23. Alright, so for number 23, I meant, my bad, guys, not 3. I got the Memphis Tigers. Now, I've done all of these rankings before today and everything, like Georgia at 2 and all of that. I'm sorry about that. In my opinion, I'm going to change Georgia. Next time I do this video, I'm going to start this top 25 again on probably Sunday or Monday. And I'm going to post it before the next college football games that were just a little bit early this week. This video would have been out tomorrow, a day after my Alabama playoff chances video, and you guys would have seen it, and then I would have said after week 13, and then I would have done one after week 14, but it's not that like that. So these are my rankings after Memphis beat Tulane, and then just Memphis beat Tulane, and Tulane was 23. I took them out, put Memphis there instead, because Memphis killed Tulane today. They were up the whole game by a blowout score. Tulane scored at the last part of the game, lost by 10, which doesn't make it any better. 34-24. It was 34-17. They did a last-minute score just to make the score look a little bit closer, but Memphis is at 23. And for number 24, I got the Army Black Knights. All right, Army, I wouldn't say they're a really good team. They're not an elite team. They're not a good team. But the loss to Notre Dame, 49-14, pretty sure, right? Yeah. Army and Navy aren't as good as we thought. I think Army and Navy are tied up right now because the score was similar with the Army-Navy game. Navy's lost 2 more times since then, so they're 8-3 right now. And Army is 10-1, 9-1, something like that, somewhere around that. But they both had their chances against Notre Dame to prove their worth and prove that they're good and top 25 capable and top 12 in the playoff capable, but they're not. And they're barely top 25. Navy's not even in the top 25 anymore for anybody. They're probably not even top 30 right now. But Army is top 24 for me. But, yeah, let's get to number 25 in the rankings. Alright, so UNLV is number 25. They're last in the rankings. They have no good wins, no bad losses. Well, I don't even know what the record is. It's probably like 9-2, 10-2, or some junk, I'm pretty sure. But they lost to bad teams, probably. I don't know. I'll have to check after this. But I've got the last ranking at UNLV. I thought about putting LSU instead, but LSU is a 4-loss team and a 7-win team. When they get 8-4, if they get 8-4, which they probably will, because I'm pretty sure their last team is a nobody team, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they'll go 8-4. They'll be back in the rankings. In real life, I would hope so, and in my rankings.